right here.
You chase and you chase and you chase some more, all with the hope that a twister will form at the end of the road. I've seen bigger tornadoes and I've been closer to tornadoes, but in so many ways, the North Bend, Nebraska tornado on May 19th, 2025 was the perfect tornado intercept.
We've just had a tornado touchdown just to our south. It's 1 p.m. on Monday, May 19th, 2025. We are in eastern Nebraska. We're in York, Nebraska right now. We're chasing one of my favorite types of setups. It's a highly unstable vorticity hot pocket here in eastern Nebraska, just ahead of a surface low where you've got really tight spin right on the low. You got southeasterly winds out ahead of the surface low. You've got northwesterly winds on the backside of the surface low. So you get a lot of tight spin just in the environment there. You get some sunshine on it like we've got going on above us right now. You heat up the very moist environment here. We have dew points in the mid 60s, which for this type of setup, this kind of tightly wound vorticity hot pocket, you often have unusually cool temperatures and low dew points. Like this is a day when you'd have temperatures like 65 degrees, dew points 57 or 58. And instead we've got temperatures 75 to 80 degrees with dew points around 65, 67 degrees. So this is air that really wants to spin, and it's likely gonna get the opportunity to rise as we head into the mid-afternoon, late afternoon, early evening hours. This is an event that could be rather photogenic with really crisp convection, good visibility. And I think there could be a couple of tornadoes, and they might be surprisingly photogenic or intense. So, you know, it's probably the last day of a multi-day trip for us. So from a storm observation standpoint, you know, we're hoping to get some nice supercell structure, but we're probably gonna sell out on any tornado opportunities here, knowing that there may only be one or two tornadoes. And you wanna just kind of maximize your opportunity to get a nice shot of that. So we're hanging out in York right now. Colin and Charlie and I are meeting up here and hanging out with some dogs and some friends. Nice opportunity to just kind of chillax, whoa. And look at the data. And as I've looked at the data, I think we're in a pretty good spot, but I might suggest drifting down Interstate 80 once things start to percolate in the next hour or two. Could be 2 to 3 p.m., I think. You just kind of feel like it's a pretty obvious target. You go where the air is really wanting to spin, and where it looks like it's gonna rise. You look at 0 to 3 kilometer Cape surface vorticity, and you just go to where the obvious target is. All right, let's monitor things, and I think we may move toward the boundary just to be there when the switch flips, which I think will be in the next hour or two. 150, we're coming up on Aurora, Nebraska on Highway 34, and we just got visuals of the base of our little percolating area. We should have some crisp convection up there in the blue sky soon. And this area just keeps on cooking on radar. Should be, you know, feeling that switch flip in the next hour. Oh, there's a little peak of the updraft. There we go. We've got our storm. Not sure which town we're closest to. We're north of, what is that? Central City. That's where I wanted to go earlier. We're north of Central City. We've got a storm. It's got lots of little spinny areas. We stopped and took our first look at it. Now we're going to drift north and east with it. Let's see if we can get a switch to flip. Get an area to really get cranking. tornado warning on our storm now, 2:47 p.m. We just continue to stair step ahead of it while it organizes.
Not loving the look of this rainy storm moving off to our north, we drop south to get in front of a new storm developing down the line, and along the way we get quite the surprise.
It's down. It's a cone.
This first tornado caught us off guard, forming in the notch of a seemingly outflowy portion of the line.
You got video?
Yeah.
Make a report.
Had a brief tornado on the leading edge of this storm. Still have a circulation.
The storm is now congealing into a big, mean, high precipitation supercell, and the only way you're ever going to get a view of a potential tornado is to play in the notch of the storm. The big sweeping RFD gust front full of rain and hail is blocking our view of the fun zone, so we're headed north where we'll tuck ourselves between the rain, hail, and high winds of the forward flank gust front and inflow region and the rain, hail, and high winds of the rear flank downdraft and hope for a view of whatever this is all building toward.
Sirens in Schuyler, Nebraska. There's a little circulation here with this high precipitation supercell. It's been very tough to get a look. I got an old thunderbolt here in Schuyler. sirens are sounding back in Schuyler, Nebraska. This is a rainy, high precipitation supercell. That's the circulation right in there to our southwest.
This felt like an out-of-body experience a little bit. The clouds all around me are flying in from all directions, screaming overhead and funneling into the developing tornado cyclone. You're just standing there like, what are you about to do?
Seen the feeders coming in?
Yeah, it's all feeding into this. Above us, behind us.
Here comes some hail. Some northerlies.
Yeah, it's crazy right now.
Let's go!
No, I didn't mean creep, really. tropical storm here by Schuyler, Nebraska.
Yep. Keep on going. The switch is essentially flipping here. The storm has caught its own boundary and ingested it into the inflow region. Vorticity-rich air is being funneled into the updraft of the storm, and our job now is just to pace the circulation until it plants. Even as strong as the rotation is here, I still wasn't sure it was happening.
Me neither. It's just the same as it ever was, like it's spinning, but you never know if it's going to do anything.
That is really hard left. It just like stopped and started pouring. It's the best motion I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
I believe it. Does not stop spinning. Hold on.
I know.
Tornado. It's down. It's down. Tornado.
Oh,
Debris.
yeah. Yep.
You're fine. I'm just unbuckling. Tornado on the ground. There's debris being picked up here by these trees. There it is again. Debris. Yep. funnel, not condensed. Oh, debris. Right here.
Oh yeah. Still 3 miles east of Rogers.
Spinning up, it's consolidating again.
I'm gonna move it
Yep.
a tiny bit.
Go it.
Oh, it's ramping up.
Yeah, it's wrapping up again.
Yeah. Okay, it's up here now. It's up here.
I see the bowl still right over there. You could probably move east a little. Okay, no rush. Good downward motion, yeah. You're doing great, dude.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We're killing this. There's debris in the air still. Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah, well, sort of.
Sort of.
So you're getting left or right over the road.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like right over here.
By the trees.
It's still a little ways up. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Can you see the condensation?
Yeah.
The water coming off the truck up there? That's so cool. I'll film it. I'll film it.
Windshield cup for one of us?
They're going.
No, off for a second, just so I can film this truck. Very good. Thank you.
I'm gonna creep forward.
Yeah, you're fine.
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
What you can say?
No, I want to creep forward.
I'm here. I will remain quiet after this, but I gotta do it just once.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. 5:34, we've just had a tornado touchdown just to our south. The whole circulation continues. The storm has grabbed onto a boundary and is spinning like a top right on top of us.
Yeah. Can I get my bearings again?
Yep, sure.
I trust you, but
No, you're fine. I don't.
Yeah.
we're just getting hard left or right over the road.
It might be like reconsolidating over the road. Because I think this area is maybe done now. I don't have a real firm base over me anymore.
Radar would not suggest it is.
Oh. Okay. I mean,
That's brand new too. Like it's
it's probably this right south of the road.
can't get out. I wish
Yeah,
I
get
could.
out.
No, I
Like,
can't.
okay. Well, so look, right here it curls around. Up here, I just have nothing. It's surging this way.
It's gotta be
So
over
it's-
us at this point. I think it's towards it's towards southeast.
This.
You've got the rain.
Yeah.
The rain is your
Yeah.
feeder.
think it's wrapping up just south of the road, but ahead of us. Yeah.
Directly. Yeah.
Yep.
Just follow your winds.
Yeah.
Velocity suggested it's going to do it again.
Yeah.
But that's also a couple minutes old.
Got like swirling rain bands way down there. Like down by that town. Does that make sense? By North Bend?
Yeah, maybe. We're like right at the tip of the hook right now on the on radar. I mean,
so I'm like far away stuff seems less.
jagged. I'm gonna turn it.
RFD's ripping. That RFD is ripping left or right, so it may be any second. You want to go north? Do whatever you want. I'm not suggesting it. We can go back east. I mean, it's still mostly east.
Let's go back east. We can go a couple more, give him a little bit of room. That should have planted right there.
Yeah, it should have. Yeah.
That field was ready to rock.
Uh-huh.
That was it. We paced the rainy, increasingly outflow dominant storm east into Tekamah, Nebraska, where I'd butcher their town name over and over while we hung out and waited for some hail.
Goes, it'll be to the north.
We're in Tekamah, Nebraska right now. Today is basically done. We've got the storm off to our west, the same one that we've been on all day that produced the tornado, coming in right now to Tekamah with a lot of hail. Tornado risk is done. The storm is kind of coming north of the boundary that it was spinning on. So we found some shelter. We're gonna try and get some hail, and then we're gonna make our way to the backside of the storms as the sun sets and just look at the photogenic convection. It'll be a very different vibe on the backside of these storms than it is out ahead of it. So we're just hoping for a little hail here.
It broke.
Hail. Cheers, peace.
We did it!
It is certainly raining. Good stone.
good coming down to the left side there.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
Winds are getting kind of nuts.
Wow, look at the trees up there. Wow. You got the green over
This is what we love at the end of a crazy weather day. Beautiful scenes. Here comes the sun, backside of the storms. Sky drone. I don't know what time it is. I don't care. We've been over here for an hour or more. Lightning in the distance. Mamatis, sunset. Been flying sky drone around. Charlie's over here losing his mind, taking photos. Colin's way down there. He's composed. He's taking photos. Speechless, I guess. This is how you end a storm chase.